All right, start whenever you're ready.
Okay, so we talked about how there are different types of sexual abuse in the first workshop. Now we're going to get a little bit more specific. We tend to divide them into 3 separate categories of sexual abuse.
Can anyone give me an example of what they think might be sexual abuse of any kind?
Hitting.
Hitting?
Okay, so what else? Like, we talked about,
Yeah, June.
yeah, okay, so, this inner circle, this outermost one, we define as sexual harassment. So I'll give you the definition. Sexual harassment is any kind of unwanted sexual attention, and that can be sort of anything ranging from words all the way to actions. So how about an example of sexual harassment? What would that be?
Like calling someone a name.
Yeah, so like a sexual name or like a come on kind of.
Catcalling, kind of.
Yeah, whistling.
Wolf whistling?
Yeah.
Whistling.
She-wolf whistling.
Specifically of the wolf variety.
Wait, so, like, let's say that you're in the hall and, like, there's this girl that's, like, wearing a super mini skirt and it's just, like, walking down you and just, like, give her the one over, you know? I mean, that's sexual attention, I guess, but is that really harassment?
Just like looking at her? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it's unwanted, then it would be sexual harassment. But
It burns more on the sexual harassment spectrum if it begins to really make that person uncomfortable and you're doing it without, not you specifically, if a person is doing it without the girl's consent.
yeah, so the next circle is sexual abuse or sexual assault, and that's any kind of unwanted sexual physical contact, as opposed to harassment, which can be more verbal, like you said, whistling and catcalling. So abuse, assault, hitting, what other kinds of things might go there?
Ball tapping.
There you go.
Get on the board.
Okay, anything else in sort of that kind of category?
What kind of ball tapping fits in with a larger kind of sexual assault? I don't know if you guys...
Groping.
Yeah, groping. Can you tell us... Would you like to tell us what groping is?
Kind of like think of an example maybe.
Well, ball tapping.
Excellent job.
Vagina touching.
Vagina tapping.
Yeah.
Isn't that happening in the girls' locker rooms?
Yeah.
And this final circle is rape. The definition of rape is penetration without consent. So, all right.
And we'll go over a couple of different scenarios here in a little while to show if we can identify what would be rape, what wouldn't be rape, what would be along this different spectrum.
So by penetration, we define that as it doesn't have to be with a penis. It can be with an object, fingers, or anything like that. And it doesn't have to be done by a man to a woman. It can be done by a woman to a man or another woman, or by a man to another man or a woman. So if 2 people are in like the hallway and one of them grabs the other one's behind, like what would that be? Would that be harassment, assault, or rape?
Assault.
Assault, yeah.
Exactly. What about if someone is walking home from the gym and another person grabs them, shoves them into an alley, it's a little too detailed, and forces them to perform oral sex on them?
Oh.
Because it would be
Penetration without
penetration.
consent.
But I mean, it's not like sex. Like I feel like isn't rape just like sex?
Well, penetration can be either anal, oral, or vaginal, so any kind of those 3 would be rape if there's penetration without consent.
What about like an ear or something?
Hell yeah.
Like if I like stuck my finger in Blake's ear, would that be
Or your
rape?
finger, then no, because it's not sexual in any way. It might be abusive.
What if it was sexual?
She was super into it.
Well, those are all sexual organs, so I think that falls under the category of physical abuse, which isn't okay, but
It's a slightly different spectrum of not okay. Something the two of them should probably handle within themselves. But
Okay, good job, guys.